this is supposed to muffle.
True.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'll muffle if you're like breathing into it. Sound levels look okay.
Are you recording already?
Yeah, we're recording.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so with that, welcome to Sequel Podcast. I am Matt Bonta.
And I am Ashley Cortez.
There you go. I seem to always be having sound issues. I can never get the perfect consistency. Like when we talk too loud, it kind of cracks a little bit. Mm-hmm. I had it at a better adjustment. I don't know what I did.
How do you adjust these kinds of things?
You've got all kinds of dials over here.
Oh, I see.
And each one does something else.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Gotcha. Okay.
I can turn the microphones down a little bit.
Nice.
You good?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's comfortable.
See, it cracked again.
It doesn't crack on mine.
No? Maybe it's my headset then. Could be my headset.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Anyways, an alternate title would be Food Quest, as you suggested, since we're eating. You want him to eat some sandwiches.
Matt, what I wanted to do is bring...
Food you've never had before.
No. Different kinds of food, like every other podcast. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And give them ratings. And that's it.
A food review.
Yeah. And see what would be our
We could put a link to Yelp. Or on Yelp, put a link to the podcast.
Exactly.
Like if you liked fucking Jimmy John's.
Fucking listen to my podcast.
we let you know exactly how we feel.
Exactly.
I do not like this. Hand me one of those other headsets.
Uh-oh.
Always technical fucking difficulties around here.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as we're good on the levels, we're fine. Another problem is only like 2 of my headsets you can hear out of both sides.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the ones you're wearing and my cat ears, you can hear.
Yeah.
You can hear both, right?
I think so.
This one and this one I can only hear out of the left side.
Oh, okay.
All right. Anyways, what's up, Ashley? What are we gonna talk about today?
What's up?
How was the wings?
The wings?
Yes.
Did you make these wings?
I mean, we made the marinade that we had them in last night.
That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta give me the recipe.
It didn't taste... It wasn't strong enough, in my opinion.
I liked it.
I mean, they're okay. They taste like wings.
Ranch. We should have went to Pizza Plus.
I might have some ranch. Do you want some ranch?
No, I'm
You're
cool.
done.
I'm cool.
I
don't know if you can still hear me chew. Can you?
Yeah, I can hear something. So this is your first
That's
episode on Sequel Podcast.
This is my first episode. I'm the special guest.
That's right.
Woo woo.
You need to put that over there if you don't want to stare at that the entire time that we're podcasting.
Okay. What do we talk about today, Matt?
I don't know.
What's up with those 8 periods today? What the fuck is that?
For those of you who don't know, me and Ashley work together. And if you listen to the last podcast, Ashley's famous for having children with Roger.
No. That was some twisted, crazy story that you made up.
It was pretty good, though.
But to be clear, I would never do anything with Roger. No matter if he invited me to, like, a $500 steak.
Really?
I'd be like, Roger, you fucking creep. No.
Even if you were really hungry.
No. I'd rather suck on some toes than to take a steak with Roger.
That's pretty cold.
It's true, though. Like,
he just wants to take you out for a steak.
He's about to die.
He's up there.
He's right there. No, he's like ripe. He's ready.
Yeah, but he's he's got a physical job just like we do. So like he should be. He's doing okay.
Ew.
No, I'm not talking about any kind of virility or anything like that. I just if he's able to do our job, then he should be.
You can take Andy.
He's not gonna have like Roger and Andy.
No, Andy.
Angie. Roger and Angie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Aren't they always together? Are they not a thing?
No, they're not a thing. I think she's married.
That doesn't stop anybody.
Well, I mean, it should.
It should. It doesn't stop a lot of people.
Well, that's none of my business.
Right.
So.
None of mine. Just kidding. Maybe.
Maybe. So what's up?
My Revo.
No.
Mine's in the car.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
And it's pink like this?
Yeah. So it is what is it? Watermelon?
Yeah.
I thought it was kiwi strawberry.
I don't know. I play with it more often than I use it. I don't think to use chapstick at all.
What?
Like, I play with it more often than I actually use it.
Why?
Because I don't really use chapstick that
It
that
tastes
often.
good.
I don't eat it.
It's for consumption.
Yeah, right. Non-toxic. I just put some fucking melted crayon.
Ew. That's disgusting. That's nasty.
Just a little bit.
What happened to the little dog? It's in Leah's room?
Then, yeah, Leah probably took Oreo into her room. He chills out in there. So anyways, we were talking about my dead cat, Charlie.
Yeah. Is this your card?
Yeah, this is the card they sent.
Okay.
Since
Can I read it?
I'll read it out loud.
Okay.
Since I said that it's nicer than like probably some actual people who die get.
Okay.
All right, so this is from the veterinarian that we took him to when he died.
So what did he die of?
I think he had diabetes or something like that.
Oh my god, I thought you were gonna say diarrhea.
Well, I mean, I think he had that too, but that's not what he died from. God. Like, we came home and like, I think there was shit all over the floor.
Matthew.
And we were looking, and I was looking for, the cat. And he went and laid down in the litter box out there. Like, he was just laying on the litter and crying and crying and crying and crying. And I took him into the tub in here and tried to like wash him off while Rose was calling the vet that's right up here, and they were closing. So we took him down to burying. And I think his like stomach was all twisted.
Oh my god.
And he had diabetes, I think they said was one thing. Like his intestines were twisted or something. And we left him there, and we came home for about like an hour before they called us back and was like, okay, he's probably going to go. So we went back, and before...
What a waste of a trip back.
Well, I mean, we weren't thinking of that. We were hoping like...
They would untie his...
We were hoping he would get better, and then we'd go pick him up in the morning or whatever.
Okay.
And I don't remember if we got to see him. No, he died. So he died. They tried to do what they could, but he died. And then they let us see him for a little bit. And then they asked us if we wanted to cremate him, and this is what they sent with him.
Okay.
Let's see. It says, you lost a faithful companion. This message of sympathy comes with a wish that cherished memories of Charlie. This message of sympathy comes with a wish that cherished memories of Charlie will bring you comfort.
Oh,
right,
that's pretty sweet.
And then they've got this one. I think this is his paw print right here.
Oh my god, that's pretty sad.
Many people will walk in and out of your life, but only true friends leave footprints in your heart.
Oh my god.
Eleanor Roosevelt. And it says, Dear Lagman family, but it's like Bonta family. But I mean, Rose put under her name before she took mine.
Okay.
We are so sorry for your loss of Charlie. We hope his paw print on front will serve as a small reminder of how much he meant to you. Sincerely, the entire staff of...
Wherever it's from.
I think it says Bering Animal Hospital. So, I mean, it's a nice little thing. And
yeah, that's pretty sweet.
So that's what they sent along with Charlie. And
that
his
was
ashes.
last year around this time.
That was a year ago. It says 2/8.
16.
Yep.
Dang. That's
and
pretty recent.
2/12.
How sad. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Was he a fat dog?
He was a
fat dog.
He was a fat cat. He was a very fat
Was he orange?
cat. No, he was black and white.
Dang. I was gonna say he's like a Garfield.
It was not Garfield.
Dang it.
Sorry.
What did you feed him?
He
Lasagna.
ate whatever. No, he ate whatever he wanted.
Would you guys feed him random shit?
No,
like
cats are very finicky about what they eat. They don't just eat anything, yeah. But Oreo will eat anything you give him.
I think dogs eat anything you give them.
Like, he eats vegetables and shit.
So do my dogs. No, my dogs will eat anything. One
Right.
time my
He
dog
eats his own
caught a
hair.
bird in the fucking air. Like a little small bird.
Well, that's fine, because cats do that.
But that's scary. It was fucking flying and she just jumped and she caught it. That's disgusting. I was like so scared. I was like, Kylie, no. I was like, you're gonna fucking kill him. That was pretty scary. That's pretty sad.
Now, Charlie and Tyrese go get birds and shit, and leave them wherever they would leave them.
As a gift?
Yes.
Hi, buddy. He's here. Oreo is here. He's like my favorite dog now.
Alright, so what else? What else do we have on the docket?
Matthew, when we're at work, we're always fucking saying stupid shit and talking. And then when it comes down to it, we're like, what the fuck did we talk about?
Right.
I don't know. What should we talk about? You know what I do want to talk about? What I do want
Oh, you know what
about?
we can talk about? Because we meant to talk about it when we were trying to do a podcast.
Yeah.
Is the movie that I had you watch. And I watched it.
Oh, that stupid nightmare movie.
Yes.
Oh my god. That was...
Because we probably killed all the jokes already that we had for that movie.
True.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, it's worth talking about. So we watched, well, we'll come back to that. What were you going to say that we should talk about?
I mean, it's a movie too. I want to know about.
Okay.
The movie Wait, what is it called?
Which one?
The one with the guy with the different personalities.
Split.
What the fuck? I was gonna say Splice.
Splice.
Isn't that a different movie?
That's a different movie.
Yeah. Okay, no, Split. I want to know about that movie because I heard it's good, but you were like, the ending is.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the ending that I'm talking about was tacked on when it went wide. So like, the ending that I said was really like caught me off guard isn't even necessary to the movie at all.
Oh, okay.
Only if you've seen this other movie.
Oh, okay.
So like, I mean, I could spoil it.
I mean, go ahead.
Like, did you see the movie Unbreakable?
No.
With Bruce Willis?
No, I don't think so.
So the movie Unbreakable is with Bruce Willis, and he's like this regular guy that kind of finds out he's invulnerable. So he can't really die.
Right.
But he's been living his entire life without knowing that. And this weirdo dude, Samuel Jackson, like, he's like
Why
very...
Why are you gonna call him weird?
Because he is a weirdo guy. He's fucking got this weird haircut, and he walks around with a glass cane.
Okay.
They call him Mr. Glass because he breaks real easily.
Oh.
But he turns out to be like the bad guy of the movie. You don't know that until the very end. Because what he did was like he blew up a building, caused a plane to crash, and caused a train to crash in hopes of finding this person that is like a superhero.
Okay.
And so at the beginning of the movie is about the train crash.
Okay.
And Bruce Willis's character is the only guy that survived. And he was without a scratch on him.
Right, he's immortal.
So he's not immortal. He's just
can't
invulnerable.
die.
He's invulnerable.
Okay.
And Samuel L. Jackson convinces him that he needs to go and help people.
Okay.
Because he's got this, like Spider-Man with great power
Like
comes
a
great
gift?
responsibility. Yeah, so...
Yeah.
So he helps people. Like, what he does is he goes down to the train station and he just kind of puts his arms out. Because when he touches somebody, like, he sees...
The future.
Like, something bad that they did.
Oh, shit.
So he just kind of puts his arms out as people walk past him. And when someone touches him that's, like he felt is worthy of, like, something really, really bad, he follows that person and goes and does what needs to be done. And then at the end, like, I think he shakes Samuel L. Jackson's hand, and he finds out all the shit that he did, and he puts him away.
What do you mean? Like,
He's like, sends him to jail.
Okay.
All right, that's the movie. And then in Split, at the end of that, they're like, you don't mind if I spoil the movie at all?
No.
The dude gets away.
Okay.
So the guy in the movie with all the split personalities, he escapes.
What an ass.
And then they cut to, like, all the news reports about him.
Right.
And then they, like, got this push in on a diner where they're pushing in on, like, these two people talking about, like, isn't he just like that one guy, Mr. Glass? Or, or like, what was his name? And then, and then you see Bruce Willis, and he was like, oh, his name was Mr. Glass. Right? So you're like, oh, shit. Because the same guy wrote and directed both movies.
Oh, okay.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Okay.
So he did both these movies. And so it's like, okay, so this takes place in the same world as Unbreakable.
Oh, snap.
And so now he's got the super villain type character that he's got to go out and find. If they do another one.
So it's kind of tied in together.
Yes.
Oh, that's That's interesting. That's pretty cool.
Definitely. So that was the ending. Like, oh shit, I didn't see that coming in a million years. That they were going
Right.
to tie this back into like a 10-year-old movie, longer than that 15-year-old movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that old. Oh, interesting.
Right.
That's cool.
But I mean, otherwise, the movie itself is okay. But
What are
that
your
brought
ratings?
it back together
Out
for
of
me.
5 stars.
Out of 5 stars, I would give it 3. It's like right in the middle.
All right.
It's
not
okay.
bad. So it's kind of worth seeing.
It's yeah,
I can wait.
You don't
till-
need you don't need to go see it in theaters.
I mean, Tuesdays are $5.
Sure.
What's
Go
the
go
worst
see it
of
on a Tuesday. Then.
Yeah, sure. I probably will.
There you go.
Do you know what I did see though?
Yeah, I saw you posted it.
Was 50 Shades of Grey.
50
Why
Shades
did-
Darker.
Yeah. So this movie,
Talking to the wrong guy.
you haven't even seen the first one?
No, I saw the first one, but I don't
You
like.
didn't like it? Did you read the books?
I read what the books were about,
Uh-huh.
and it's stupid.
Did you think Rose would like it?
I think she does like it. Like we saw.
Is it kind of like a chick thing? Yes. Just say yes.
No.
You don't really see guys into...
No.
50 Shades of
No. A good movie and a good book is good regardless of what it's about.
Well, it is a good book. It's just...
poor writing.
It's a love story.
And the writer, she took her Twilight fan fiction and turned it into 50 Shades of Grey.
Exactly. So I was right. This movie and book is basically Twilight in a real life setting, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Basically.
you see all the fucking connections when you watch it and read it. It's all there.
Yeah.
But it's not well written.
I like
And I don't
it.
like the people that are in the movie either. That chick, I don't like her at all.
Who?
What's her, Dakota Johnson?
Yeah, you don't like her?
Not one bit.
Why?
And I think they should have casted like a fat slob guy as the main dude.
Why?
I don't know. I think that would have appealed more.
No.
I think that would have been great. Why can't like a fat slob guy be that dude
But
and get what he
Christian Grey
wants?
is not supposed to be a fat slob.
Well, what would hurt if he was like a big old fat slob?
I mean,
Like if Roger played.
oh my god. If Roger was the star of 50 Shades of Grey.
No, what about like what if they took that dude and they're just like, go eat some donuts over a weekend
Why?
and just get like fat and slobby,
No.
like gain 150 pounds.
No.
Don't work out.
Then you wouldn't appeal
And he can
to
still, why not?
it. Women wouldn't appeal to that.
That's very shallow.
Women like it because you see a hot guy,
It's not about what they look like, it's about what's on the inside.
but you're not relating to this character, are you?
Yeah, but what if he's like super cool,
He's not-
super
he's
hip?
a fucking fictional character.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of fiction writing comes from people that you know and experiences that you've had. You having problems over there? I mean, come on, like the dude's like the dude's like what is it? He's antisocial.
Yeah.
You know, they just get like a.
I mean, he doesn't want people to know about.
Why
his
don't they get like
fucking-
Jack Black to play him?
That's disgusting. He's Kung Fu Panda. You can't do him like that. No, he's in Shallow Hall. You can't do that.
Shallow Hal. See, that whole movie is about like.
Yeah, but this is not what the author pictured in her head.
The author just wrote some garbage that she wanted to see.
Good.
Nothing
Shit, I would want to see
quality.
that too.
Nothing quality.
I would want to see that. Why not?
If it's well written, then fine.
I thought it was well written. I read all of them within less than 2 weeks.
Because the writing is so poor, it's easy to read.
That's even better for this for this generation that can't.
That doesn't
understand
really
shit.
like to fucking sit down and read and shit.
Exactly.
I guess.
It's an easy book to follow.
Mm.
But point is, so I went to go see this movie, right? And I got the
By
first.
yourself?
No,
Okay.
I went to the first showing,
At which theater?
Park Lane.
Oh, okay.
Did you
Because
go
we went. No,
downtown?
we went to the first. Yeah, we went to the first showing of John Wick 2
Right.
at Riverside.
Yeah, you told us you were gonna go. Not a lot of people were there though. I thought a lot more people were gonna be there.
Wasn't
But
it?
I guess
Wasn't it
they went to the
shitty
later.
outside?
Yeah, but did I give a fuck?
It doesn't matter about
No.
you. I'm just saying, like, maybe that's why it wasn't so crowded.
Maybe, or maybe people just like later showings. But I'll fall asleep, so I can't do that. But luckily, it caught my attention at 7:30.
Was it just like the book?
No.
They changed a bunch of shit? Is he
Well,
fat?
I mean, yeah. No.
If he was
There's a
fat,
couple
I would
characters-
fucking be all over that movie. I'd be like, yes, finally something real.
No. I guess in the book, there is another character added.
You should know.
No.
You didn't read the second book?
Yeah, I read all the books. So I'm telling you right now,
Okay.
in the movie, they just added a new character, which is Anna's boss. But I forgot his name. I don't know why. Because he's not really important to me.
Okay.
But in my head, like when I was reading these books, right? Because when I first saw 50 Shades of Grey,
Mm-hmm.
the movie, I had never read the books.
Okay, so
Right?
you read the books after
So,
watching the movie.
Yeah, so I went into this not knowing what it was. Like,
The first
I mean,
one.
I knew what they were about, yeah. But I had never read the books because it wasn't, I don't know, I guess it really didn't catch my attention.
Why'd you go see it?
Because my best friend was into it.
Mm-hmm.
So she kept trying to get me to read the books, and I just kept telling her, no,
Did you go see that by
shut up.
yourself?
50 Shades of Grey, the first one?
Mm-hmm.
No, I went with her.
Okay.
So
on
she-
Valentine's Day?
I'm not sure if it was Valentine's.
It came out on Valentine's Day. Or no, it came out like Friday the 13th.
Right, but no, we didn't go on Valentine's Day. I forgot when we fucking went. But she caught me up on what was going on. You know, she tried to explain to me
Now,
before
did
I
you
even
read
walked into it.
Twilight?
No.
Did you watch Twilight?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
But I never read Twilight.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess it wasn't really a book worth reading to me.
I hear they're okay.
I don't know. Maybe I'll read them one day
Maybe.
and see what happens.
All right.
But anyways, so I liked it because I got to like create characters. Well, I didn't have to create most of the characters in my head because I was already seeing them on screen.
Right,
So
so
when I
you
was
just
reading the
took
book-
them, put
Yeah.
them in the book.
And so that's what I could picture and what was going on in the book, right? Even though they weren't really all that the same.
Sure.
There's a lot of shit that's different. But, you know, the books after that, I had to start creating these fucking characters because they weren't introduced in the first movie.
Right.
So, Anna's boss, I thought he was going to be like what you said.
A fat guy?
Yeah, like a fat
When
guy.
he's like super hot?
No, yeah. He's, well, yeah. It was just so annoying because I thought he was going to be like greasy and slimy and like with a fucking thick beard and fucking khaki pants, white shirt, State
Let's
Farm
see.
looking kind of guy.
State Farm looking kind of guy. Have you dealt with a State Farm employee that looks like this? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I mean, I'm just saying. It's from the commercial, you know, that guy is wearing khaki pants, white
That's State
shirt.
Farm.
Yeah, and he's chubby. His name is Jake. Everyone should know who he is.
Okay, what is her boss's name?
I think his name is Jack Hyde.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Eric Johnson. I don't
Am
know
I
who
wrong?
this guy is.
Is
No,
that-
that's his name.
Okay. Wow. At least I know something. So I thought he was going to be fucking fat and ugly.
But he's not. He's like a white dude.
Yeah. He's...
He's like a hunky white dude.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is this? That's not what I created in my head. And see, that's what disappointed me. I'm
He's
like,
in a
damn.
lot of TV stuff.
You know, I've never even seen him in my life before.
He played Flash Gordon.
And what else?
You know, a couple episodes here or there of various TV shows, but nothing
Great.
Nothing super like
Relevant?
famous. Yeah, like he wasn't like the star of this show.
Okay.
He was Flash Gordon. That's
Well,
about it.
See, I don't know. He just didn't fit
Looked
my...
like he did a season on Smallville.
Never
It
watched.
says 24 episodes.
I've never
Oh, is
seen
he? I think he was the guy. Yeah, I think he was the guy that was like Clark Kent's rival on Smallville. So like he was the guy that was dating Lana Lang, and Clark was always just kind of like the best friend. So he was like
beside him.
like the super quarterback dude.
that. Oh,
So
well, I've never seen this.
so that's who he was.
Okay, well, he's pretty hunky,
Okay.
I guess.
Hotter than Homeboy?
No.
Jack Black?
No.
Not hotter than Jack Black.
No, he's not hotter than him. But still, it kind of disappointed me there of that character.
Why? Because like now she can be like, oh, I want to bang my
Well,
boss.
he shouldn't have been hot. Then she would have been like, then it would have been more gross. You know what I mean? Like when your boss is trying to hit on you.
Is that what he does?
Like,
is he hitting on her?
Yeah, he hits on her, and like he's over here trying to fuck her too. Like he tells her, nobody can make you come like I do. And I was like,
oh, he said that?
yeah, and I was like, bitch, who the fuck are you? I was like, you're not even that great, but okay. So see if he was fucking fat and
right,
ugly, then it would have been more weird. Like she would have been like, don't touch me.
But is she still like that in the movie?
Yeah, she's trying to like be. Like,
she's like, I'm not into you.
Yeah,
hot
because
guy.
she has her $1 million boyfriend over here.
So they get back together then.
Yeah, they do. Obviously.
Well, I mean, I guess obviously.
You just need to see it.
I know less about the sequels than I do the original. Because I've seen the original movie and I've read up on the original movie because I've written shit that kind of fucking make fun of that original book and movie.
Nice.
Hey, I think it's terrible. I think
Well,
it's poorly
to
written.
continue your horrible commenting on these movies, then go ahead and watch all of them and read all of them, and then you'll have some
I wouldn't
better
go that
stuff
far.
to write about.
I will not be reading those books.
Well, if you do watch this
Wikipedia
movie,
has a very nice rundown summary
of what happens
of the books. Absolutely.
Maybe I should write something on Wikipedia. You know how you can go in and edit?
I think they look at those though.
So mine would be
They'd be
pretty accurate.
But if they've already got it, why do you need to go in and do it again?
What if someone did it wrong? It's Wikipedia.
Well, then maybe you should check it out and see if it's cool or not.
Maybe I should. I have never even thought about that. But, just saying.
Just saying.
You guys watch this movie.
Mm-hmm.
You and Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Just know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of eating out action.
Really? There's a
That's like 75%
like
of
all
the
he
movie.
does is go down on her?
Yeah, it's fucking gross. Honestly, I thought I was getting pretty annoyed. I was like, really? This is all you're going to do to her? Like, because it's kind of all she wants now.
They should have called it 50 Shades Darker, cunnilingus.
That's disgusting.
That's based on what you said the movie's about. That's what they should
It
have
was
called.
just, I don't know.
Is that in the book? Is that how the book is?
I mean, no.
Or they just were like, well, what have we not done that we didn't do in the first one?
Right.
Is she still tied up and shit?
I mean, yeah, in a couple scenes.
Right, and he's just
but
like...
not a lot of scenes. I think it was only like one.
Mm-hmm.
Where he took her to the red room and he...
But she doesn't want to do that anymore?
No, she does. Like...
He doesn't want to do that anymore.
No.
He grew up past that?
I mean, I guess the way he fucked her up last time, she just didn't want it to get to that point again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then he told her like, oh, I'm going to change for you, and I'm going to do whatever I can to not be in that kind of lifestyle. You know what I mean? Because he's like, I will choose you over that lifestyle any day. And so then she's like, oh, he's changing, so I'm going to give in to what he wants. And so she went into that room and it got handed to her, so. But.
And does this end like the same way the first one does?
No, the ending was pretty gay.
Or like maybe they break up, maybe they don't?
No. They're engaged now.
Oh, okay, they're going to get married.
Yeah, so.
Do they get married in the next one?
Yes.
Do they have kids?
Yes, they do.
And they live happily ever after?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And then the author ran out of ideas, so she rewrote the first book?
In his perspective, which is, I liked it better, to be honest.
Oh, you liked that better
I
than
did.
her perspective?
So I'm kind of waiting for her to write the other books in his fucking perspective.
You don't think that that's a cop-out? Like,
No.
I don't know what else to write, so I'll just write the same book over again?
But I like to see his perspective, like his character's perspective.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like what he's seeing in his eyes.
I guess.
Have you read it?
No.
Maybe you should.
I doubt it.
There's
a lot of other books that I need to get to.
It's like you're reading. Matthew, you can finish this in a fucking day.
Yeah, if I wanted to read it, but I don't want to read it.
But I'm just saying.
Okay.
It's the same book, but in his perspective, maybe you'd understand it more.
Oh, the story is going to be the same.
No, actually, more of it was, I guess in his perspective.
He's getting horny instead of her.
No.
No.
It was more like, it talks a lot about his past and how he grew up and all that stuff.
That's not in the first book?
Not as...
Don't they talk about him, like, banging his teacher or his nanny or his
Well, yeah, but
older
we're
lady
going
neighbor.
back to him being like a child and how he was abused as a child. And all
Okay,
that
he was
stuff.
molested?
No, he wasn't molested, but his mom was a coke-whore.
Okay.
And she had a pimp, and her pimp would fucking beat her up. And that pimp would
These aren't
beat
just
him
like
up.
cliches that are constantly like easy writing. Like, what's the go-to? Oh, he was abused. Oh, she was on drugs. Oh, she was a hooker. Like, I mean, it's easy writing.
Matthew, what do you want her to write about?
Nothing. I'm just saying that
These
it's
things
trash.
appeal to modern society.
Yeah, but maybe if like these people went out and explored other books. There's this material
Right.
is covered in other books by better writers.
Give me
Like,
the list.
like what the fuck does the world think that, oh my God,
think
E.L.
maybe it's
James
'cause-
came along and finally wrote a book about sex. There is sex in a million books.
Right, there is. But I don't know what...
Harold Robbins cornered the market on
Maybe
sexy
it's
books.
just because it's the adult version of Twilight. Probably why. Look, your dog's back.
So he is.
But yeah, so I don't know. Well, whatever. So I saw this movie.
You saw this movie, 50 Shades Darker.
The ending was
And
gay.
the best part was when the credits started to roll.
Oh my god. Every guy would say that. But I don't know. I guess...
No. I like every kind of movie there is, as long as it's good.
I guess. Well, everyone has their own taste, Matt. Like you told me.
Absolutely.
You see, like, Eddie's always telling me, why are you watching porn when you could watch better porn on Pornhub?
Yeah, well...
He's an idiot.
Eddie's
bothered me.
idea of an argument is something that a sixth grader would argue.
Like a Juan.
Like Hawan. Who will probably listen to this.
Listen to what?
This podcast.
Oh, who, Juan?
Yeah.
How do you know? Because he's fucking...
Because he'll
always
see
on
that
my
he'll
shit.
see that you're tagged in it when I post it.
So like, click.
Right. He's like, oh, Ashley.
His girlfriend's gonna beat him up. She probably would. She's pregnant. You don't want to mess with a pregnant bitch. I'm not saying she's a bitch. But pregnancy can probably fuck you up, right?
Maybe. All those hormones.
Well, yeah. So you're not even letting me finish about the second movie. No, actually,
No, I thought
I'm
you were.
pretty
It
bummed.
sounds like you're done.
Yeah. The movie just ended in
And you didn't like the way it
smiles
ended.
and fireworks.
And they were like, fucking homeboy and homegirl will return in 50 Shades. Wait, what is it?
50 Shades Freed.
Ooh, that's a genius title. How does that end?
They just
With
end
her
up-
fucking abusing the kid and hooked on
That's
coke and being pimped out
disgusting.
by Christian Grey.
No. She ends up just with her kids and him, and that's it. Nothing really.
Is that
The
how
last-
Twilight ends?
Did it end that way?
I don't know.
I haven't seen Twilight in such a long time.
I have not seen anything past the first few seconds.
Well, yeah, she had her demon baby, right?
Do they have a demon baby?
You didn't see it?
Don't they have a kid that fucking the Wolfman goes and has sex with or hooks up with?
What the fuck? No.
He imprints on her or something.
Right, that's
So
the
they
demon
hook
child.
up. So he's like,
Well, he
you're a
imprinted on
baby,
her.
and we're gonna hook up when you're of age, just like fucking homeboy and homegirl.
Well, yeah, so you know how this story is all about, like, Edward and Jacob following this girl around all the time
Right.
because they're fighting for her love or
Of course.
whatever. I guess Jacob didn't really love Bella. He loved the seeds
Her
that
daughter.
were inside of her. So,
She was too old by the time they met.
yeah, I guess. So he was just waiting
so
for the
he
right time.
wanted Edward's seed then.
Yeah, basically. He
So
wanted
he
both of them.
wanted like him to come in him.
Ew. I mean, they were cuddling in a tent.
Were they?
Yeah, they were.
So it was like Brokeback Twilight?
Ew, that's disgusting.
You
I
said
guess.
it. You said it.
I guess it can be that way.
Brokeback Twilight.
Yep, that should be a thing. He wanted the seed.
He wanted the seed and he got it. He's like, Edward, like, I appreciate this and all, but like, did you really have to put it in her first? You could have
'Cause
just
I
gone
need that.
cut the midddeman out.
I'm gonna go give it to the scientist so he can start creating an embryo in
Is that
this
what
fucking
happens?
laboratory. No,
He just bangs her.
he bangs her. He has this demon child. They weren't supposed to though, because it's against the fucking vampire laws. I don't know.
Okay.
The Volturi.
To To breed with a human or something?
Yeah.
But doesn't he make her into a
no,
vampire?
No, it wasn't like...
Oh, just to breed at all?
No, it was like, if two vampires made a kid, then that child would be like super, super demonic or something like that. It was like a terror to the cities.
Oh, so they're not allowed to do that.
I think they were too powerful or something like that.
They're only allowed to have sex with a non-vampire?
Well, I mean...
What if a vampire and a werewolf...
I think you still have to be careful. I mean, that's kind of creepy. You know, they could start another book on that.
Weren't they making... Wasn't she writing out of the Twilight?
I mean, Jacob and this vampire girl are gonna have to have kids someday, right? So, then
Is she just a kid? Is she just a baby in the last movie?
No, she's now like...
So in the movie, the last movie...
Actually, in the ending of the movie, of the last one, she's already...
A full-grown chick?
Yeah. But no, they just show her in like Bella's eyes when she grows up. You know what I mean?
Like what? It's like a reflection in her eyes and you see... Oh, okay.
Yeah, like if she could see the future and she could see what's going on with her daughter and Jacob.
All right.
Basically. So she's already... You can see her growing up and she's with Jacob. You know what I mean? You know, Jacob doesn't age and this kid does. Oh, look.
Oh, it's too late now.
And so, yeah. That's what happens. Should I answer?
Nah.
Well, tell her to come get some pizza. I did bring 2 for a reason.
Oof. We're already... It would take her like 20 minutes to get here.
Touché. What if she didn't even go?
Well, whatever. She's missing out on the podcast and the pizza.
Pizza podcast.
Pizza podcast. Food quest.
20K17.
We can review Little Caesars. Still the same great flavor.
Crazy bread was flat. A slap to the face. It was like a flatbread, yeah.
Was it cooked all the way?
It was, but it's like they like rolled it out like a piece of dough.
They dropped it and accidentally stepped on it.
Maybe.
And they were like...
I didn't even think about that.
Here you go.
It almost looked like the silhouette of a fish.
Did it?
Yeah.
Like
that's why I said I could fucking slap you with this. That's why I said that. Well, what were we talking about? Jacob and that one girl.
Oh, yeah. You were just saying how, like...
So then what would happen?
When they have a kid?
So what would happen?
So she's a vampire. Bella's a vampire, too, right?
Well, they had to convert her into a vampire. Because when she was human...
Now, when we say vampire, we mean these, like, sparkly gay things that are not real vampires. Also, terribly written fiction.
Right. I didn't read these books, so I don't know.
Okay.
Well, so she got pregnant while she was human. Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty
sure...
Bella
did.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure if they, like, turned her into a vampire, then her baby would come out, like...
So she became a vampire while pregnant?
No. So she was a human through her full pregnancy. The thing is, her child was growing, like, 3 times the speed of a normal child. So she had this baby within, like, a month. Or less.
Oh, yeah. That sounds cool.
Yeah, I don't know. So then she got, like, really weak and fragile because this baby was taking up all her nutrients, right? So she got all fucking Holocaust.
The baby turned her into a vampire?
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know if, let's say if she was pregnant, right? Mm-hmm. And he turned her into a vampire while she was pregnant, then it probably would have made... They would have had to kill her child because she's a vampire. Okay. Because, like I said, 2 vampires can't make a kid.
But you just said that she gave birth to a demon baby.
Well, she's half and half. She's half human and half vampire.
What's this demon bullshit that you keep talking about?
So, should I look it up?
No.
Maybe we should watch a video on this. Because I'm saying, like, back in the olden days...
Twilight experts out there.
Back in the olden days, right? They're probably going to come in and fucking correct me. Maybe if I'm wrong. Well, I don't think I'm wrong, but... So, back in the day, in the century, whatever, you know how these people live eternally.
Sure.
So, 2 vampires, if they had a baby, it was... a fucking demon.
All right.
It was too powerful.
So there are no demons. Are they
in
fighting
the movie?
Demons?
No.
So you never see one.
But in the movie,
they just talk
like,
about them.
Right. So.
It's flashbacks and shit.
Yeah, exactly. So her kid, because Bella was human, and Edward was a vampire.
Was not human.
She was human.
Right. She was human, and Edward was not human.
So she had this baby, right? It was half human, half vampire. Mm. So then they thought fucking Bella was dead. You know,
when she gave birth.
Yeah, because she like broke her spine or something, or her hip bone, and I don't know. It was pretty gruesome. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was eating my popcorn and I wanted to fucking throw up. I was like, this is pretty nasty. So then,
when she gives birth.
Yeah. So
like it explodes out of her.
They don't really show it. No, you know what? They cut her open.
Okay, they give her a C-section.
So then she did break her spine, or she cracked her spine, or something like that.
Okay.
So it wasn't her hip bone.
Okay.
They gave her a C-section. Mm-hmm. So that was all bloody and disgusting.
Was it?
It was.
Aren't
nasty.
these like PG-13 movies?
Yeah, I mean they don't show her guts and shit, but
they show some blood.
A shit ton of blood.
Was
she
it black?
lost a lot. Was it black blood?
Well, I mean, if they take blood and change the color of it, they can kind of get away with it in PG-13 movies.
No, well, it wasn't black.
It was definitely red.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, anyway, so
they think she's dead. They bury her or something?
No. So they think she's dead after the surgery, right? I mean, they sewed her back up and everything, but nothing was happening. Like, she wasn't breathing anymore. So Edward thought, oh, shit, you know,
damn!
I'm gonna fucking start biting her everywhere to
he's
see
gonna
if...
turn her into a vampire?
Yeah, to see if she's still alive in some sort of way.
Right.
To see if he could turn her, right? And he fucking bit her a shit ton of times, like, all over her body.
Okay.
And nothing happened, right? And so he kind of gave up, and he left the room, and
not unlike Jon Snow.
No. They just left him there to die.
Well, he was already dead.
Well, they just left him there for everyone to see him.
Right, and then they walked out of the room, and he was like, oh, it's kidding.
I'm alive.
Yeah.
Hey.
Is that what happens to her?
So, yeah, everyone leaves, and she's like, it's kind of stupid, not gonna lie. It just shows all the venom, like, going through her body. Mm-hmm. And then her hair just starts turning back to normal, and her skin turns... What was wrong with her hair? She just looked like a crippled old white lady that... like, I'm telling you, she looked like she was in the Holocaust. Okay. Like, that's how skinny she was.
That's what happened giving birth, is, like, took everything out of her?
Yeah, she was, like, very discolored. She had a lot of purple spots, like, under her eyes. What are those called, Matthew?
Liver spots?
I don't know if they're liver spots. I don't know.
Oh, she just had
her eyes were like really purple, blackish.
Oh, she just had like sunken in sockets or something?
Yeah, there you go. She was just fucking deteriorating, I guess.
Okay, well let me see if I can find a picture.
It's pretty nasty. And then when the venom is going through her body, it just changes her back into a normal person, except her skin is more fair and her hair is a lot more prettier. Yeah, see, there you go.
It doesn't look all that bad.
But when she gives birth...
She's all fucked up.
She's fucked up. Yeah. So, you see? She looks gross, right? She looks like she belongs on that zombie movie that came out on Valentine's Day, too.
Warm Bodies.
Yeah, she looks like she belongs in that movie.
Like she's turning into one of the skeleton ones?
Yeah, it was pretty gross. So, then she turns into a vampire overnight, and everyone's all happy, and now she has fucking super...
This happens in the last movie?
Yeah, and now she has...
Now, the last book was 2 movies.
Yeah.
So she gives birth in the second part? Or the first part?
No, in the first part.
Okay.
And that was the ending of the first movie.
And fucking Werewolf Boy comes over and fucking jerks off on the baby?
That's disgusting.
It's like, I'm imprinting on you.
I don't think that's how it happened.
He's like...
He imprinted on her when Bella
wasn't looking.
When Bella was dead.
Okay. Yeah.
Basically.
And Edward was being a bad father, and this guy comes in and fucking like molests his child, and suddenly now they gotta get married.
No, that's horrible.
And it's a shotgun wedding because he's like, well, you shouldn't have let this happen to yourself. You let that Wolfman imprint on you. You were a bad child.
That's kind of gross.
Well, I didn't write it.
You should.
I should.
What happened to that movie that we were supposed to do?
Oh, that,
with the octopus. I don't know if it was an octopus. But
it was it was like a creature from another dimension.
But it had tentacles.
Corey never made the fucking box.
Corey, I'm talking to you, bro.
Yeah, Corey, fucking if you're listening, which you probably might listen to because you listen to all the podcasts.
Hi, Corey.
Because you're not in this one.
You're supposed to make me a box because I was supposed to star in one of Matt's
It was
films.
like one of the funniest movies that I've written.
Are you serious?
Well, no. But like it was something that I sat down and just kind of wrote. Like fucking 5 years ago.
And I was pretty excited. I was like, oh, this is going to be great.
It would be
Halloween.
really easy to do.
Yeah.
But we need a box. Like, we need like 2 boxes.
Right.
We need a box that you can kind of carry around closed, and then you need a box that has an open back and has like a creature on top that you can kind of work through the hole in the back of it with like fingers and
It's an octopus.
wires and shit like that. And, you know, like, Corey needed to make that box, and he never got around to making that box. Pandora's box. I mean, basically, that's what it is, Pandora's box.
That's pretty cool, though.
So,
I was really looking forward to it.
I never even got to hear you guys do those lines.
Well, you never really asked us to.
I mean, I never got the chance to work on, like, a rehearsal time. Like, Corey, get the box, and then we can... Hello? Hello?
I feel like... Is it dead?
No, it's fine. You can't hear it in your thing?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you hear now?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Volume's fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, so...
If Corey makes the box, then we can do it.
Next Halloween.
For next Halloween.
I feel like you'd be really great at writing comedies.
I don't... Why does everyone say that? Like,
Because
I'm not
you're
a
a
comedy
funny
writer.
person.
Like, I'm funny, and I can write funny, but I can't sit down and be like, this is my funny movie.
Maybe you should
It's got to be like a drama, and I sprinkle in funny things throughout.
Why don't you do a comedy and sprinkle some drama?
Because I will feel too pressured to be like,
To
this
write
needs to be a
some
joke, this
jokes?
needs to be a joke, this needs to be a joke, and consistently be funny.
But your
for
jokes
120
come
pages.
Naturally.
I mean, yeah, but like,
How about-
I'd rather
well,
just
you're
write a
right,
movie
you know?
and there's funny things in there. Like, if you bothered to watch my other movies, maybe you would find them funny. Like, I can sit there
You
and
only
watch
have-
them and laugh my ass off.
You only have one other movie.
No, I've got like a bunch of other movies.
You haven't even told me about them.
Well, I mean, I have a YouTube channel and everything's on there.
Oh, okay. I guess I never really checked out your YouTube channel.
Well,
And
now you're
you
going
were
to be on the
supposed to
YouTube
put
channel.
the link
Did I not
on your
send you any?
Instagram.
I never said I was going to put anything on my Instagram.
You should start.
I don't even use my Instagram.
You should start promoting yourself, Matthew. It's a great time to do it.
Well, I mean, I looked into it. And we'll see.
Okay.
Anyways. So then suddenly this fucking episode's got like 100 hits. And it's like it's the most listened to podcast episode I've ever had.
Maybe.
We'll see.
I don't know, Matthew. When we're at work, we're always fucking talking about crazy shit.
There's nothing.
We totally steered away from.
The Nightmare?
Yeah. we're really supposed to talk about this movie.
Right.
And this was the main reason why we're
Right.
having this podcast.
Right, because all of us were supposed to get together and podcast and watch that movie. Mm-hmm. Luis and Genesis didn't bother.
Well, to be honest, I wouldn't even want them to watch this gay fucking film.
It was pretty bad.
This was the dumbest thing I've ever seen since A Haunting on Discovery Channel.
It was.
This was pretty
I
bad.
didn't even see that. This
Really?
was not as good as I was hoping it would be.
I think shows on A Haunting are better. I think some shows on Ghost Hunters are probably more scary.
You would rather watch Ghost Hunters than
Fuck yeah, I
fucking
would.
The Nightmare.
Yeah. This
Well, as I've said to you off mic, The Nightmare was supposed to be like really scary.
right. And I was terrified.
And it's like,
Well-
it's a documentary about like a real life scary happenings that's
Right.
not connected to ghosts
Yeah.
or the Bigfoot or something like that. It's like a real thing that happens to people and
Right.
they really experience it. Like, I can go to bed and have a nightmare.
What is it called again?
Sleep paralysis.
Right.
So this thing, sleep paralysis, these people, like there's like 8 people, it says. I didn't count all of them. It seemed like there was more than 8.
I think it was more like
They
5.
they only like really liked the guy that saw aliens. I think they showed him the most.
Jessica's story was more different.
It was completely different. As I said to you, like
It just
his
didn't tie
is the
into...
only one that wasn't really about
It's like they
the
should have
Shadow
made a
Man.
documentary on just him.
Just him, and he'll be like
On
these
his alien
aliens, like
experiences.
and he was with like his girlfriend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they went somewhere like the beach or something. Mm-hmm. And there was like a blue man.
You know, I'm not even gonna lie. I told you I lost interest in this documentary within like 10 minutes of it.
Did you keep it on though?
I did keep it on.
So you didn't see the blue man one?
I don't think I saw that part. I don't think it caught my attention in that part. It caught my attention when they fucking threw spiders at him and shit. And I was like, that's kind of weird.
I don't even remember throwing spiders.
I don't think it's the same person. It might be a different person.
But what's the throwing spiders thing?
Because it was like one of the people there, he saw...
One of the interviewees.
He saw 3 figures, remember?
He saw the guy in the hat.
Right.
And 2 shadow people kind of came out from the hat guy.
Right, I guess. I don't know if that's how it was like.
When he was a kid and his bed was slanted? Is that the one you're talking about?
Maybe, yeah.
And his bed was slanted and he's like a guy, like the shadow guy came in. He had
just
a hat.
kept looking at them. He's like, I couldn't take my eyes off them. Like, I was like, okay. I guess.
And they threw spiders at him?
Yeah, I guess these shadow people will come and deliver gifts to him. And one of the gifts was like tarantulas. But of course it's just a dream. It's kind of stupid.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
I really hated
I fell asleep at the beginning a couple times when I was watching it on the couch, and then I was on my phone.
Yeah, I was on Facebook. I was looking at apartments and all this crap. I was like, I really don't have time.
Hopefully there's no shadow people.
I really didn't have time to be paying attention to this movie, but I paid attention to part of it. And when I started paying attention was when that stupid girl was like, I felt this shadow have sex with me. I was like, okay, that's a little bit too far.
Right.
And they're like, did you see anything?
No, did you feel anything?
No.
Wait, no. No,
they asked her if she saw something.
Was it that
like
she saw?
Like a dick or something.
Probably. No, he didn't say that.
But yeah, they were like, did you see anything? And she said no.
Okay, was it C?
Yeah.
Because she had to have felt it because she was feeling like she was getting done.
That's she just got raped by a ghost.
She got raped by a ghost, but she didn't seem alarmed.
I couldn't really do anything. I couldn't really move my body. I was like, sometimes I wonder if this is so fake. Like, it really pissed me off. I'm not. It's so stupid.
You thought it was some of it, they were just talking bullshit?
Probably. No, because I've had sleep paralysis twice. Mm-hmm. But it's not like I see shadow people or anything.
Right.
I've never seen any shadows or anything. It's kind of just like a heavy weight on your chest, and you can't move. Mm-hmm. You know, I remember with me, it was more like I was trying to wake up, and I was just gripping onto the sheets, and I was trying to breathe, and I couldn't breathe, mm-hmm. and then I got really hot and sweaty, right? And then
you woke up eventually,
yeah.
Or you were able to.
Well, then I was able to
get
out
yourself out of the situation.
But I never saw anything.
You never saw no shadow
people.
people.
And I never had no nightmares or anything. Mm-hmm. It kind of just freaked me out. That situation I was like, what the fuck was that? But, I mean, I don't know if it's ever happened. I don't know if it's common. Is it common?
It seems like it's common enough. Mm-hmm. What I read about the movie is they went searching for people
who had traumatic experiences.
Right. And instead of finding people, a lot of people came to them.
Okay.
So they didn't have to look that hard because people saw.
Pretty common.
Right. So there was enough people. They only found 8 that they really liked, I guess.
Well, I mean, who wouldn't want to be interested in this alien guy and this girl getting fucked by a ghost? I mean, I think I would have just started them too.
Just those two.
Was that girl that
got raped?
Yeah, was she the one that said that she got to believe in Jesus?
No, that was a different chick.
That was the one that was like.
So the alien rape chick is the Mexican one.
Right.
And then the Jesus ghost. Jesus is the Ghostbuster one is the Asian lady. She was like, I knew there was I knew there was this person named Jesus, and I started to say his name, Jesus save me, or Jesus get rid of these guys, or whatever she said. And she was like, oh, I was an atheist before that. No, I'm not an atheist. Whatever.
I call bullshit.
I don't know about bullshit, but maybe these people are fucking crazy. They're you're making more out of it than it probably was.
Maybe they're on some hardcore drugs.
They might have been.
Or did you see that one of the couple? There's this couple, and I mean, the guy started getting it first. Mm-hmm. But he said that his girlfriend was also experiencing it at the same time.
Right, that's right. She told him about it, and he thought she was crazy. Yeah. And then it happened to him.
Yeah.
And then he texted his friend, or he told his friend about it, and then she texted him like, "Fuck you," and that fucking happened to me now.
Yeah, and so, remember his girlfriend? I mean, the guy was in his sleep paralysis, and there was like a demon talking to him. And the girl saw the demon, or the fucking
She saw a cat. She saw a cat.
Like, trying to take his life
speak in
away.
tongues, speaking fucking a foreign language to him.
Yeah.
So, like, she saw a cat talking to him, and he saw...
a demon.
He thought was not a cat.
Yeah, he saw a shadow man with red eyes.
Red eyes. She saw a cat with red eyes.
And so I thought that was pretty creepy. I'm not sure if it's true. I mean, who's to say?
They were sharing their dream. Right. Who's to say that they're just fucking making more out of it because they, like, that's what they say. Like, if you want to see something, you're going to see it.
Right.
But if you don't, you're not going to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what a lot of these ghost hunters are, and these people that don't believe in ghosts, they'll never, ever see a ghost.
Right.
But these people who go in believing, they'll probably have an experience.
Mm-hmm. So... because
the power of suggestion and imagination is a pretty strong thing.
Was that the same guy that had the demon call him over the phone? Or was that
Yeah, no, that was the same guy, I think.
Yeah? See, that was trippy. Yeah. I thought that was pretty trippy.
Yeah, that's what I told you, is when he's like, oh, I couldn't really hear the guy on the phone. And he went into the other room, I think, and turned the TV off or something. Mm-hmm. And he's like, let me in.
That was really creepy. Not gonna lie.
No, that was the best part of the movie.
That, and when that girl saw the cat with red eyes.
And then when the chick was like, oh yeah, this ghost was banging me, and it was pretty awesome.
And the alien guy.
Maybe he was stoned. That alien guy. That alien guy's fucking stupid.
Maybe he was having like some kind of stone paralysis type thing.
Like he saw, and you don't remember him talking about the blue angel or whatever.
No.
Like him and his girlfriend were like at a beach or something.
Yeah.
And she walked ahead, and he saw like her talking to like this blue guy, this blue shape.
Right.
Not like the black shadow people.
Yeah.
And then the blue shape was like, oh, to the guy, like, oh, don't worry about those demons behind you. Oh. And he fucking turned around, and those two alien guys were hanging out.
Oh my god! So it is like Scary Movie, right?
That's two Scary Movie. Piss out of their fingers.
Yeah, that's two. That was Scary Movie 2 that related to that girl getting fucked by
the ghost.
And now this with the alien people, maybe it is something related to them.
So maybe all the shadow people are really just aliens.
In the scary movies.
I don't believe in aliens. I don't believe in ghosts.
You know what? I don't believe in aliens. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's some other human life form outside of this planet.
Well, I'm okay with believing in that. Something else is out there.
I'm not. I'm talking about like a human being. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If there's life on a different planet, maybe yes, but people, no. I can't believe it.
Alien humanoids are not fucking flying here and fucking crawling in people's windows.
Huh, that's really disgusting. But to believe in ghosts, I want to test it out. You know what I mean? Like I'm skeptical about it.
Yeah, but you believe in God, don't you?
I do. So
that's your problem right there.
So what's the problem? If I didn't believe in God, would I believe in ghosts?
No, I don't think so.
So just because I believe in God, I believe in ghosts?
I think because you believe in God, it's easier to believe in ghosts.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Like reincarnations of people, I guess? No, because that's like me dying.
Reincarnation is not
coming into a different person, right? In like a different...
Like being born something new.
Yeah. That's like reincarnation.
That's reincarnation.
Right? So I don't know.
But that's not... I'm pretty sure that most common religions do not believe in reincarnation.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't think any like Christian theology and its offshoots believe in reincarnation. I think reincarnation is like a crazy concept to them.
A Catholic thing?
No, not a Catholic thing. I think it's more along the lines of like a Buddhist thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like a Zen thing is reincarnation.
Okay.
Like, you leave your body, you become something new, you move on to something bigger and better.
You know what I did see, though, on Facebook, which I guess anyone can be a form of reincarnation, is once you get cremated, they will plant you into a tree.
Sure.
That is pretty smart.
I think they can also turn you into, like, crystals, too.
Okay, that's kind of...
Like, I think they can take your ashes and...
form it into a crystal?
Yeah, like, impact it until it turns into, like, a crystal.
Maybe my kids will fucking turn themselves into a diamond. Or turn me into a diamond.
Turn you into a diamond.
And then, like, propose to his wife, like, do you want to marry me? And it's really me and this little diamond.
But he would never be able to say anything.
No. But
like, that would be his secret that he would take to
like
his grave.
15 years later, he's going to be like, you're worrying my mom.
Oh, God. If some dude said that to you, would you not freak out?
I'd be kind of like
you've had this ring on your finger and it's like human remains on your finger for like the past 15 years.
And you're carrying it around and you're showing everybody. It,
and maybe like you lick it or something.
Like you dip it in some sauce.
Yeah, like some shit gets on and you like lick it and like wipe it on your clothes to clean it off real quick.
That's kind of, wow. That's trippy.
Like, how fucked up would that be? You're like, this...
You're like, I just ate
this
your
dead
mom.
person. Yeah, like...
Or what if I said that, like... Or what if they told me, like, you're wearing my dad?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. And what if they're like, you're wearing my parents?
Right.
What if they put both of them
together? Put the ashes together and made, like, a diamond.
What if they did that with your cat?
I mean...
May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. But no, the tree thing is really cool. I like that.
I like, yeah, that's
where they
pretty
take your ashes and put it into like some kind of
you can be any tree
pod,
you want.
right? And then you plant it, and
I
that's
think
you.
I'd be a peach tree.
Can you choose what kind of plant you would be?
Yeah, you can choose.
Or is it just like whatever?
No, you get to pick.
Or do they just like kind of turn your ashes into the soil and they put seeds in there?
Maybe that's how it is.
So you're not actually technically turning into a tree. You're just like
you're feeding. The
suddenly
tree.
Now you're mixing with the dirt that they planted you in.
Right.
But I mean, I do like that idea, like
That's
giving back, because like we're not, these graveyards are taking up too much space for dead bodies.
True. That's true. We're just gonna be trees in the graveyard.
There you go. Like, oh, that fucking forest over there is all dead bodies.
Oh my God! But what if we burn?
What do you mean?
Like
like there's a forest fire or some shit?
Yeah. Then we're just
you turn back into the fucking ashes that you're. It's like, God damn it! This is where I started.
Now they gotta pick up all these ashes and start all over again.
Well, I mean, with any luck, the ashes that they're burning, like the area that they burn into, the trees no doubt have fucking dropped seeds already, and they'll just grow again.
True.
And so now it's like everyone's ashes are like fucking mixed, and it's like creepy. And
that's just nasty. Oh, that's just nasty. That's really gross. Wow. But who cares? I'd want to be a fucking apple tree or a peach tree. You'd be marijuana.
Me?
I'm just kidding. Get everyone stoned.
I don't know about that.
What if people are like getting high off you?
I would never do that because I'm like fucking anti-drug.
Oh, okay. But imagine saying like, okay, imagine if...
Did you ever see that show 6 Feet Under?
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a little bit older, but it takes place at like this...
Wait, who's in that movie?
It's a show.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's like an HBO show.
Oh, no.
But it's about a funeral home.
Mm-hmm.
And like this porn star dies.
Shit.
Like at the beginning of every episode, someone dies in this weird, crazy new way.
Right.
But this porn star
Final
dies.
Destination?
No, not like Final Destination. It's real interesting. Like just like you ever see that show like 1,000 Ways to Die?
Yeah.
It's like people find these crazy ways people happen to die.
Okay.
But this porn star died.
How did this porn star?
I don't remember how the porn star died.
Damn it, Matthew.
But all of her porn star like co-stars.
Yeah.
They start snorting her ashes.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
That's hardcore trash.
Right. I don't even think you can get high off that. You're just putting shit in your body that doesn't belong there.
Might as well just fucking mix it in a blender and drink it.
Might as well.
I mean, that...
And then you shit it out, and it's just like...
it's just down the toilet.
Honestly, ashes is the best way to go. You can put it anywhere, and it doesn't take up any space.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, bones don't burn.
So what happens to your bones?
I read about it before. I don't remember what happens to it, but when your body breaks down, the bones aren't part of those ashes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I did not know that. So, all these Holocaust people, their bones are just...
Well, I'm sure they cleaned it up, right?
Where would they put these sort of bones?
I think they probably buried them in probably a Jewish Holocaust
In a
victim.
big pile?
Yeah, they put a bunch of bones in a big pile. Hopefully no dogs go there. Hopefully not at a dog park.
That's sad.
But yeah, no, they probably buried all those bones properly. Or you know what? Maybe not, because the Nazis probably burned them all and then fucking just scooped up those bones and fucking threw them in a hole somewhere.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so yeah, probably. But they probably turned that area into like, this is where the Holocaust victims are.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we weren't putting these puzzles together. You know, it's...
Puzzles! What would you call your club?
Puzzles. And
So
why is it called puzzles? That's the puzzle.
That's great.
That's great.
Would you go to Germany to go see?
See the Holocaust?
Yeah. Poland, all that stuff.
I mean, I'm not against going to Germany. Germany's not the first place on my list of where I'd want to go.
I mean, didn't you already go to your first place?
Japan.
Japan.
Yeah.
So what's your second place?
I want to go back to Japan.
Okay, what's the third option?
So, like, if I couldn't just keep going to Japan and staying there forever, where would I go?
Yes, exactly.
A foreign country?
Yes. Would you, or would your second place be somewhere in the States?
Well, I mean, I've always wanted to go to Salem, Massachusetts.
Why?
Because, like, I'm a horror kind of guy, and Salem, Massachusetts is where all those witch trials were.
Oh, really?
And I'm sure they've got a bunch of cool, like, horror-themed, scary stuff.
Cool. That's interesting. How'd go there?
But other than that, I've got no, like, I'm not dying to go anywhere else.
Besides Japan?
Besides Japan. Like, I'm not like, oh, I really want to see England, or oh, I really want to see Italy, or oh, I really want to see France. I mean, it'd be cool to go, but none of them are like, I don't know what's...
Bangladesh? I'm just kidding.
What is even in Bangladesh?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's about it.
Dang. Matthew, I think you should travel the world.
I mean, me and Rose definitely want to go a bunch of different places.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's expensive.
What about, like, different parts of Asia?
Like China?
Yeah.
Like communist China?
Hong Kong?
I don't know. Like, I think Hong Kong's a place. I think Taiwan's a place. Mm-hmm. I think we talked about going to Hong Kong. Like, I think, like, you can go to the Philippines, and you can go to, like, Hong Kong and Japan easily from the Philippines. I think that's a thing.
Yeah.
I think she might have even gone to Hong Kong from the Philippines.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Like, when she was over there, or what?
Like, I think...
Or just when she was traveling?
She went back, yeah, I think, like, her and, like, her kids, they went back to the Philippines for, like, a vacation. I think they went to Hong Kong. She would know. Leah would know. Leah!
Yeah. And she's busy.
Never mind.
Dang. Did you see that movie, The Impossible?
No.
It was like a tsunami in...
Okay, is that the movie with Ewan McGregor and Naomi Watts? I think so. I think so.
What?
Ewan McGregor and Naomi Watts. It's about the tsunami. Yeah. And it's like a white couple.
Yes.
Well, a white family.
Yes.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. Is it called The Impossible?
Yeah. And she takes one kid. Well, she only got to save one kid, and the dad saved 2 other kids of theirs. They have 3 kids.
So they got to save their kids.
Yeah, but I mean...
But they don't know where each other are?
No, because they kind of...
They get separated?
Yeah, they got split up in the tsunami. It was pretty intense. Not gonna lie, that's probably one of my favorite movies. Okay. Now, it's probably added to my list of favorite movies.
Well, did you just watch it?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Okay.
And it was pretty intense, and it even made me cry, because it's just so sad.
But they get back together, right?
Yeah, they end up...
They find each other.
That's what made me cry. It's like...
They find each other.
Yeah, this family was so strong, and they went through this traumatic experience.
How did they get split up? When the water came down?
Right. Like, you know, you were just fucking washed away. Like, I was surprised even... how do people even survive something like that? Like, it was...
Luck?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was
gotta be luck.
It was just insane. I really liked that movie. And the actors did a really great job.
Naomi Watts and Ewan McGregor.
She's pretty hot.
She's kind of regular looking.
She did a great job, though.
Okay.
I really like
I
that
mean,
movie.
she's good. I like her and stuff. And I like Ewan McGregor, too.
There's another movie that's pretty weird on Netflix. I mean, I'm not saying that The Impossible was weird.
There's another movie that you dug?
Well, I did not dig this, but I've been wanting to talk about this with someone.
Do I have to have seen this movie?
I think you kind of have to see it because it's...
Well, what's the movie?
It's a really stupid movie. I don't even think you're going to like it. But somehow...
Well, maybe I've seen it.
Somehow I got stuck into this fucking crazy shit. I forgot what it was called, though. But it's an Australian movie. Okay. And so there's these two girls. They're young girls, right? At the time, I think they're like probably 12 or something. They're best friends as kids.
Okay, I don't think I've seen this. This doesn't sound familiar.
Okay, it's just so trippy. So then they grow up.
Oh, is it Heavenly Creatures?
No.
Okay.
No. So they grow up. They both have husbands, right?
Okay.
And they each have a son, right?
Okay.
And that's it. They don't have any more kids.
Okay.
So, I think one of the women's husband died, right?
All right.
And then the other women's husband was like a teacher, and he was like moving to a different college, and they were getting a divorce, so they weren't gonna be together anymore.
Okay.
So, time passes by, and their kids, their sons, they grow up, and they end up being best friends, right?
All right.
And then, like, it was like the two sons fall in love with each other's moms. Like, it was just really weird and gross. I was like,
what is this?
Because I'm like, these moms are best friends. And the thing
they don't know that their kids are friends.
No, they know.
Oh, they know.
They know that their sons are best friends.
What does the dad dying have to do with anything?
That they're single. That these women are both single.
Oh, so the sons
they take interest in each other's sons.
What is this movie?
I don't know. I forgot what it was called. But it's really gross. Like, it's really twisted to me. Like, to think that it's like a cougar on your best friend's son. And you know what's even weirder? Is that they're best friends, and they know. They
Adoration?
No, they each know.
No, this is it. Adoration.
Let me see.
Oh, there's no picture. A pair of childhood friends and neighbors fall for each other's sons.
Is it adoration or attraction?
It says adoration.
Let me see.
Hold on, if there's a picture.
Adore. Yeah, it's called Adore.
Oh, what the fuck did it say adoration for? That must be an alternate title.
It's called Adore, yeah.
Oh, Naomi Watts is in this. And Robin Wright.
Hey, see? So it was her. See, that's probably why it came to my head. So what was weird was that they were both okay with it. You know what I mean?
Like they were...
Like at first they were all freaked out. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're sleeping with my son. Like, how could you fucking bitch? But then... They're like, oh, well, we're both doing it, so...
Adoration is the Australian title. Adore is the U.S. title.
It's really...
So you liked the movie or you didn't like the movie?
No, I did not like that at all. But somehow I ended up watching the whole thing, and it's kind of boring at the end. It's just... I mean, the kids end up moving on.
Okay.
One of them doesn't. One of them is, like, still trying to get at the person's mom.
Okay.
But imagine that. Like, imagine your best friend hooking up with your mom and you hooking up with your mom's best friend.
My wife is the same age as my mom.
Okay, but that's not what I'm talking about. Like, who's your best friend? You have too many.
Okay, I guess. I don't think I have any best friends.
Damn, Corey, you heard that? Salty. Fake. I'm just kidding.
No offense, Corey. Hashtag sorry not sorry. Sucks to suck.
Hashtag
eat a dick.
No. So imagine...
So if Corey fell in love with my mom and I fell in love with Corey's mom...
And both of your moms knew... And both of your moms knew that you guys were all doing this is...
So the moms were cool with each other.
Yeah. That is what trips... They're cougars.
Did they talk about it?
Yeah.
Did they like, we shouldn't...
Yeah.
Like, this shouldn't be,
yeah,
but, like, I love him.
At first, they thought, like, okay, this is wrong. Like, we gotta stop this. But then they're like, oh, my God, I can't stay away from this dick. Like, it was like, what?
And they, one of them like did her business and was like, okay, that was fun while it lasted. But the other one's like, no, I'm in love with you. I want to be with you.
It's like they all fell in love with them.
Okay.
Like each couple fell in love, but it's crazy to me. I think it's crazy. There's no way that can happen in real life. Well, maybe
that's not necessarily true.
Maybe it can.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, like polygamy.
Polygamy, sure.
That's fucking strange.
Polygamy being multiple wives.
Right.
Multiple spouses.
Right.
Which is what the Mormons do, like that show Big Love.
Or My 5 Wives or something like that.
Oh, it's a Mormon guy though, right?
Yeah. It's called Sister Wives. That's what it's called.
Sister Wives.
And I watched like a couple episodes and I was like, this is fucking weird. Like, he has.
Well, not only, but then there's those guys that like fucking like rape their daughters their entire life, and they have
that's
sister daughters.
That's just
the
wrong.
incestuous families, like the fucking like the mutant monster people.
That's just.
There was a pretty good X-Files episode like that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Oh, well, I mean, it probably came out before you were born.
Probably. But yeah, there's those moms that like their sons, and their sons want to be with their moms.
Are you talking about the incest families?
Yeah, that's just. Goddamn. Like,
there's a lot of fucked up people out there.
There's not enough dick and pussy in this world to find your own.
Right, there's enough fucking non-relatives out there for you.
Right. So, like, I don't know if this is pretty weird, but I have this friend. She's one of my closest friends.
Here we go. Are you dropping bombs?
I'm not dropping bombs.
Okay.
But it's weird to me that...
Is this something you want to talk about?
I mean...
What if your friend listens to this?
I doubt she would.
Okay.
But her family, right? She has cousins on her dad's side.
Okay.
Cousins on her mom's side. Right?
Okay.
And it's like... The younger generation, I guess, like, they're in their teens, like, 16, 15. They're, like, some of her cousins from her mom's side are dating some of her cousins from her dad's side.
Okay, but they're not blood relatives.
But they're not blood relatives. But the thing is, that's weird to me.
But she's the blood relative connection to both sides.
Exactly. But, see, and I grew up with her. Like, she's been my best friend since I was 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So... They're like family to me.
Mm-hmm. So
it's like I grew up with all these kids, and it's weird seeing them
together.
Yes. And then there's a couple already, and they're having a kid. So now it's like
where does that kid fall into place amongst the relatives?
Right? It's like you just started back in your, I don't know. It's like a family circle.
Right. So you've
connected
a circle.
It's like you're not leaving your bloodline.
Sure.
Whatsoever.
Sure.
So imagine like, no, then they would be cousins. Because I was going to say, imagine if another couple had a baby too. Like, they would be cousins, right? The first couple's kid and the second couple's kid.
No, because then that would have to be blood related.
They would all be. It's like
they would be.
See, that's,
cousins. Yeah, no, they would be. They would
it's
be
like
cousins.
A Twilight.
Without cousin, like
exactly.
The non-cousin cousins would be having the cousins.
Isn't this weird?
It's pretty strange.
It's like I grew up with these kids and seeing them being a couple and having kids. It's like, whoa. It's
like they hooked up during like family reunions or play dates.
Like, where did you guys even think about? Hey, I want to date my cousin's cousin.
Right.
Like, what? And it's just weird because you see them all together in a family party in a family setting, and to me, it's like if my cousin's cousin were to have an interest in me, I'd be like, no. Mm-hmm. You're my cousin. Mm-hmm. You're my cousin's cousin, so I'd feel like you're my cousin. But you're not blood. Right.
So, like...
But you're
You're my cousin's cousin, but you're not technically my cousin. We're not actually related other than through marriage. It's kind of like a step-cousin or a cousin-in-law.
Yeah.
So the in-laws are hooking up, which is fine.
It's just...
Who was I talking to? Was it you? Somebody I was talking to about, like... two people get together, and then their like brother or sister gets together. Maybe it was Louise I was talking to about that.
Yeah, it probably wasn't me.
And it's like, well, I mean, and it sounds like strange when you think like these two people were already together and suddenly their siblings are hooking up.
Right.
But if you're thinking about it like you and your brother are like, oh, hey, you know, I'm going out with this chick, and it's like, oh, she got a cute sister. If you're dating at the same time, then it doesn't really turn ahead. Right. And it's not really that big of a deal further along either, but I mean, it's something you would think about if the two people were already together and suddenly like
they
they're
were
siblings.
already married.
But there's nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. But it's just one of those things that clicks in your head, right? But if you're like
you're like my sister-in-law.
Right, you're my sister-in-law and you're hooking up with my brother.
Right. It's like sister and brothers-in-law.
Right, because now suddenly they're actually siblings-in-laws.
Yeah, exactly.
So like my wife's siblings and my siblings are now, they're basically...
They're siblings-in-law.
Siblings-in-law.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's still... I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with them getting together, but suddenly now there is a connection, and at some point
like
that circle is getting smaller.
Right. It's like you're tying...
Yeah, you're not causing branches to go out, you're causing branches to circle in.
Exactly. That's what was weird to me, is that they're now like a circle.
Yeah, now it's a circle, and suddenly you have to breach out, otherwise there's gonna be forearms somewhere.
Those kids would have to.
They have to get somebody else.
They have to branch out. They can't be.
Right.
They're cousins.
Right.
Unless cousins want to date. Unless you guys want to be like second cousins. You know what I mean? Like that's just gross.
It's gross, but people do it all the time.
Okay. You know what? I guess
famous people do it all the time too.
I was gonna say.
I think the president Roosevelt, I think he was married to like his cousin or something.
You see, but wasn't that a little bit more normal back then? I mean, guys wore dresses back then when you were a baby. It was normal.
For guys to wear dresses?
Yeah, little baby boys. Like, their moms would dress them as girls.
I guess that's not normal.
No, but back in the day it was. I'm not saying, like, 50 years ago.
I'm pretty sure it was frowned upon.
No.
Back then for cousins to hook up.
Oh, okay. Was it?
I'm pretty sure.
You think so?
I think it's a matter of knowledge. Like, not everyone knew about it. There was no TV.
Right.
So it's not like...
There was no Ancestry.com.
Yeah. So it's not like, oh, hey, you know, there's the president with his wife.
Right.
Not everyone was like, oh, there's the president with his wife who's also his cousin.
Nobody would know.
Nobody would necessarily know. It wouldn't be like a big scandal. It was just like, oh, there's the president and his wife.
Right.
Only the family really knew. But now, you know, history and everything else tells us like, oh.
But wouldn't like family back then, like if you were rich, you'd want to stay like within your family lines?
I mean, that's what like rich. Fucking like Game of Thrones is with the Targaryens.
Yeah.
Where they just like don't tarnish the blood.
That's just fucking disgusting. That's just wrong, Matthew.
But no, like, it's not necessarily that they want, it's like, hey, you've got to marry your sister so that if you guys can fucking stay rich. It can just be like, oh, you've got to go marry that rich girl and have kids.
True.
And we'll keep
money. They just wanted to keep their...
They want to keep their name, they want to keep their property, they want to keep their wealth, they want to keep their you know...
Their beauty.
Their blue blood.
Their kid is actually... Or their daughter was pretty.
Whose? The cousin-in-laws?
No.
Who are we talking about?
Jamie and Cersei's.
Oh, are you talking about their daughter?
Not got sent away?
Oh, you're not talking about Joffrey?
No. I'm talking about the daughter.
Okay.
She's pretty.
That's just an actress. It's not like they were like, oh, hey, you guys got to hook up.
Imagine if like Joffrey and his sister hooked up. Damn.
I don't think he was hooking up with anybody.
Joffrey?
Yeah.
He was a little bit too gay.
I wouldn't say he's gay. I think he was too psychotic.
You know what? But it would have been a great plot twist if he was gay and he was just hiding it from his family. You know what I mean?
I mean, he could have turned out gay. He possibly could have. Who else is gay in that show? Renly. So his uncle was gay.
Oh my god.
Even though it
He's
wasn't his blood
psychotic
uncle.
too.
Who, Renly?
Yeah.
No, Renly was just a pussy. No, Renly was a pussy.
Matthew.
No, Renly was a pussy. There was nothing. Renly was not psychotic. He was just
he was
like.
kind of psychotic.
In what way? He never showed any kind of psychotic tendencies.
Or am I thinking about the wrong? No, I don't think I'm
Are you
thinking
thinking
about the
about
wrong
Stannis?
person. No.
Renly, the gay guy, the gay king.
Oh wait, no. I'm not talking about him. No, sorry. I'm talking about somebody else.
Who are you talking about?
That he took. What's the girl's name? with the long pretty hair. She was gonna marry Joffrey.
Marjorie.
No, not the blonde one. Sansa.
Okay.
He took her. He took Sansa. And
Ramsay. Ramsay was psychotic, but he wasn't gay. I'm talking about Renly being gay.
But Ramsay was pretty psychotic. That's
Ramsay was super psychotic, but he wasn't.
You see how I can get these characters twisted? Is that they're almost the fucking
But he was
same.
like rapey psychotic. He was sexually psychotic, whereas Joffrey was like physically psychotic. Like he liked hurting people and seeing bad things happen, whereas Ramsay like
tore up that pussy.
Yes, he did that to Sansa probably many, many times, and then he also had his side chick. What was her name? Maggie or something?
I don't know. She is such a bitch.
She got knocked off the castle wall.
Yeah. It's like, stop being jealous.
So Ramsay wasn't sheltered like Joffrey was. So Ramsay was a bastard, so he kind of had to learn on his own, whereas Joffrey was pampered.
Right.
So they were both psychotic, but Joffrey was inward, Ramsay was outward.
Mm-hmm. Okay, back to Renly.
Renly.
Gay ass.
Renly was gay, so, Joffrey, his nephew, could have possibly turned out to be gay.
And then there was is that her name? Marjorie?
Marjorie.
Her brother.
Her
was
brother. Loras was gay. Varys is probably also gay.
He looks gay. He is gay. There's no way around it.
Possibly. I mean, he's got no balls.
But oh my god, these things are fucking twisted in Game of Thrones. And I still have to see season 2. Season 6.
The final season.
And every day I just want to start it. And I'm just waiting. When does this last season come out?
June?
I have
a couple more months.
I have time.
Plenty of time.
But I'm like, I want to have a Game of Thrones party. No. Like,
you want me to have a Game of Thrones party?
Yes, so we can
where we just sit down and watch Game of Thrones season 6? But listen,
you guys...
That's
so
like 8
many
hours.
Of you guys... So?
Of whatever... I mean, how many have you not seen?
You know what? I don't know. I think I'm like on episode 3, maybe.
So that's like 8 hours.
It's okay.
No one sits down and watches 8 hours of TV.
We'll catch the last episode all together then.
Okay, so everybody watch up until fucking episode like 9 and 10. And we'll watch 9 and 10.
Let's bring our questions. Especially me. Because like, it's kind of hard to understand.
This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, exactly. And then I have all of you Game of Thrones experts out there.
Really, it's just me.
You kind of got Luis into it.
Yeah, but I have to tell him.
Okay.
Me and Luis have had many, many, many conversations about Game of Thrones.
So I'll either go to both of you. And both of you guys will explain to me just about the same way.
And I mean, like, I know everything that happens in the books.
So you have a better understanding?
I have to explain all that to him.
Did you let Cheyenne borrow those books, or did she buy them on her own?
No, there was, when we were at work, me, Rose, and Martina all bought our own sets.
Oh, okay.
And
so were you guys a book club?
Well, no, but, like, I got everyone into Game of Thrones.
Basically, you fucking got this whole warehouse into Game of Thrones. Are you kidding me?
And so, Martina bought that set and for Wes.
Okay.
And then Cheyenne just...
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I remember her telling me now. That they're her dad's books.
Yeah, it was Wes's fucking set of books.
Did he read them?
Probably not.
They're so huge. That's what she said.
Heyo. Every book gets bigger.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'd get annoyed.
So it's like 800, 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, 1,600.
But that was good writing to you.
That's good writing. That's great writing.
It's very descriptive.
It's super descriptive.
See, I think I'd get gruesomed out.
And there's a lot of names. Just like a lot of names.
And you understood?
Like
or did you have to reread these?
I've only read almost through the first book.
You've never read all of them?
Everything else I just refer to back on Wikipedia, on the Song of Fire and Ice wiki page.
Okay.
Because it's all on there. You don't even need to read the books, because if they mention a character, you just go there, and it has it all there, and it's like, okay, click on this character, and it's just a hole that you fall into.
It's like a nice web?
Yes.
So I could read this on Wikipedia.
Right. If you're watching a show and you're like, who's that guy? You
so
go
I
to
would
the
have
Song
more
of Ice and
understanding.
Fire wiki page and look it up, and they'll tell you everything
really?
that they
this
do
whole time?
in each book, and everyone that they interact
okay.
with. And you're like, okay, who's this character? Okay, and you click on that, and then you read everything that they do in every single book.
So you're saying I have more understanding from the characters in the book. I mean, they're the same in the show, but it'd be more of a clear descriptive.
Well, no, because in the show they take characters and put them together, and they don't have this character in it or that character in it, and this stuff doesn't happen and this stuff doesn't happen.
Because when I watch this show, I mean, sometimes I don't want to be bugging you guys. I don't want you guys to think I'm fucking retarded. But I'll just go to the Game of Thrones website, and I mean, there it'll give you the synopsis of the show and all the characters and what's going on, and
well, the wiki,
blah, blah, blah.
you gotta go to not the Game of Thrones wiki page. It's gotta be the Song of Ice and Fire wiki page, because that's for the books. The Game of Thrones one is for the show.
Okay.
And it's like everything that's in the show,
Yeah.
except expanded.
Oh.
So the show is a nice skeleton, and then the books kind of adds the muscle on.
Right. Cool. Maybe that's what I need to do.
So
then.
where there's 100 characters in the show, there's like 500 characters in the book.
That's insane.
Because everyone's got a history. It's like,
yeah.
you know, you and I got kind of some friends together, but then I've got a bunch of friends you've never met who all have a bunch of friends that I've never met. And
right.
so that's kind of how the books are.
Isn't
It's
that
like
crazy?
a real world situation where
Yeah.
there's like, they talk about this one character this one time. Maybe they talk about him again 6,000 pages later.
Okay. Interesting. Like that little boy that likes to bake bread.
Oh, what's his name? Hot Pie?
Maybe. Is that
I
his name?
think his name's Hot Pie.
He just comes out every once in a while.
Right. Or Gendry. And, you know, there's shit that they just make up. Like, Stannis doesn't kill his daughter and doesn't kill his wife. Or she doesn't kill herself. As far as the books go, they're still hanging out at the wall.
Oh, really?
And
Is
Stannis
there
dead.
another book, or is it
He's
done?
No one knows if it's done or not.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not kidding you, but yeah, he doesn't, that no one knows if he's done or not. They said he was done, and now they're saying, I think he said that he's not done yet.
He's like, no, not done.
This is supposed to be like the biggest book. It might even be cut in half and separated into 2 books.
Are you
it's
fucking
so big.
serious?
Yeah.
Like 3,500 pages each?
No, more along the lines of like 3,500 split into 2.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So like it's everyone's like, and because now the show has passed the books. So this last season has stuff in it that no one's even read about yet.
Okay.
And maybe it's in his books and maybe it's not. Maybe
So
the TV writers just made it up.
So when is he gonna release his book? So now
When
it's kind of
it's
just
done.
spinning off of anything.
And not only that, but once he has it done, it needs to be read and
edited.
proofread and
Right.
everything, and then it needs to be, you know, sent to the printers and be ready to get sent out, and then it
Right,
needs
it's
to
just
be
a long process.
publicized for like 6 months before they bring it out.
Right.
So if we're not
Jesus
hearing about a
Christ.
release right now, then
Who knows when you're gonna get the release of this book?
Right, it could be next year. It was supposed to be last year, and then they
Yeah.
said like, "Oh, that was fake. That was nothing."
That's bullshit.
So now, nothing.
Well, now this sucks. Cause like, well, who knows?
What
Do
is
you
it
think
called?
he
The Winds of
probably
Winter.
gave his material to HBO and said, "Hey"?
Yeah, no, him and the producers know what's up.
Like, so he was there when they were producing these shows. So it's not like something fucking random out of your ass.
Right, but I think they
gonna go with the
no, I'm
story.
pretty sure that they pulled some shit out of their ass too.
That's gonna see. That's kind of bullshit.
That says release in 2017, unlikely. So another year.
So maybe
without,
next year.
Maybe 2018,
Who knows?
when the last season of Game of Thrones comes out.
I'm gonna guess. The last season? You mean like on TV?
Yeah. So there's this season, next season, and then that's it.
Is it?
Yep.
Is that's
and this is 7 episodes. And next year will be 6 episodes.
Oh, really? Why?
I don't know.
Why are they so short?
I don't know.
Oh my god, your cat. He just came out of nowhere.
She did.
She.
She's probably hungry.
What's her name?
Tiger.
Oh. Does it bite?
No.
Is it gonna jump on me?
She might.
Her eyes are cool.
I guess.
They're like
They're like cat eyes. Like
No.
regular eyes.
they're apple green. They're green apple. Oh my god, that's cute.
Tiger. Go away. Alright. Well, anyways. I think that's about it.
Yep.
Thanks.
Wow. It started off with what?
We're talking about
Fucking
food.
nuts. Oh, right.
And now we're talking about Game of Thrones.
Nice.
Alright, well, thanks for coming in and podcasting.
Woot woot.
I'm Matt Bonta.
Ashley Cortez.
Thanks for listening.